Could you please explain the sentence? It is the Chitta that brings a yogi out from the state of Samadhi, for he too has to bear the consequences of his previous karma in this lifetime. When I say Chitta, then it means the subconscious mind and also the unconscious mind, both together. Very precisely, if I go, then it is subconscious mind. So all the past karma leaves an impression in the Chitta, in the subconscious. Where does the seeds of your karma stay? In the subconscious. Because your conscious mind is so restless and so leaky. What did you had on 10th June 1979 in breakfast? Do you know that? No. Okay, what did you had on 11th September 2006? No? Okay, what did you had a month ago in afternoon as a lunch? No? How fool you are. One person I know, he said, I know what I had 30 years ago, I can tell you. And I can also tell you what I had 40 years ago. And I can also tell you what I had 50 years ago in my breakfast. I said, yeah, what did you had? And everybody, oh, what did you had? What a great person, what did you had? He said, as a routine, every day my breakfast is same. So it's milk and fruit. So I can tell you 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, I know what I had. And when I was 5, I can tell you then also, because then I only had milk and a fruit smoothie. So I know what I had. But generally you will not know. Why? Because your subconscious mind doesn't come along with a very good memory. So this means if we never had any Chitta, then it means then we would never have any baggage of karmas which we did. Because we have forgotten. Because we have forgotten, hence now I am not liable to those actions which I did because I don't remember. But that doesn't work. Nature gave you one thing, and that is your subconscious. So everything is stored in subconscious. So if I put you into regression, then it is a possibility that we can fish out what you had as lunch in 1977 or 1996 or 2006 or 2010, because with the regression therapy, like we had one time here in ashram, one of my disciples could see his time when he was in the uterus of his mom, and the umbilical cord got, twirled around his neck, and he is actually reliving that whole thing, what he experienced. And there had been some cases where they had flashes of their past lives also in front of them. And some of them could understand that why today they are facing certain situations in their life, in the present. I am not saying that past life regression is always going to be true or will work for everybody. It can be sham, it can be bogus, it can be not true, but it might be true. But it's, very meager percentage of people will have that kind of experience. Anyhow, so you don't know what you had at that time, but your subconscious has the memory, not only of this life, but also of all the past lives which you have had. So this means all the good bad karmas which you did at one time are stored right in your subconscious. Now, you had the divine knowledge from the master, the Vedantic knowledge from the master, it went into your conscious mind and you used it to take away the darkness of the conscious mind. Your intellect is getting all the light. But what about those karmas which are yet to give you fruit in this life? Yeah, you won't do anything new. But what about that? All those karmas which are lying in your subconscious? Would that just go away? No, it won't. It won't. And especially the karmas because of which your this present birth has happened. So there is a set of karmas which will be working in this present life. In Raja Yoga we say that in a nirvikalpa samadhi, the seedless samadhi, the accumulated seeds of your karma will get burnt. But not those because of which your this present life has happened. It's like, let me give you an example. Say a bowman has arrows in his casket, has one arrow on his bow, and there is one arrow which he has already shot. So the arrows which are right in the casket can be broken, can be burnt. The arrow which is on his bow can be taken off. Okay, I don't shoot it now. But what about that arrow which has been shot? You cannot bring it back. Say you thought that, say the bowman thought, the hunter thought that there is a tiger. So he aimed and shot an arrow. But it turned out to be a cow or a human being. So it's a mistake. But can he revert that bow back now? No. The bow is going to hit, the arrow is going to hit that person, because the arrow which has left the bow cannot be returned back, and this is going to happen in microseconds. So your accumulated past karmas are like those arrows which are in the casket. We can burn them in seedless samadhi. So you would need all the path of Raja Yoga, attaining that highest height of meditation, and you experience the samadhi. In this present moment, whatever karma new are like those new arrows which now you are being very cautious and vigilant. But the karmas which are have been done in previous life, and because of which this present life has happened. See, this body won't happen with just because, without any reason. There is a cause, there is an effect. So there was a cause because of which this body has happened. This particular set of parents, husband, boyfriend, children, friends, siblings, teachers. Falling in trap of a bad teacher is also part of a karma. Know this. Nothing happens like an accident. Happening to meet a great teacher is also part of your karmas. I know of some people whose life just totally got wasted by being with a teacher who was a false teacher. And they came to know about that when they were in their, the last years of their life. And other than regret and guilt, they had nothing else with them. And they served that master with so much love and adulation that anybody would be jealous of their dedication and surrender which they had. But what a waste! So the Chitta is the one which is going to work, has to work actually. Now the question arises, for how long this Chitta will work? Until you get the truth, until you get the self-realization. Even then, those arrows of your karmas which are already activated, it's like missile, now you cannot bring it back. One shot it will hit the target, you cannot bring it back. So it is said that even after self-realization or God realization, it is possible that you might have another 3 births. You might have. But then it's like you are now coming very enlightened, meaning now you know how to experience the beauty of this world without getting entangled into it. And for a self-realized person, having a body is not a punishment, but it's like somebody goes to tour Paris. It's a fun, it's a vacation. For a Jnani, coming in a body is like a vacation then. You can be born unenlightened, and then you are slave of your own mind and your vasanas and the passions and the stupidities and the entanglements and the emotional drama and what not. And then you can have a life like Rishi Vedvyas, Ashtavakar, like King Janak, like Sri Krishna, Sri Rama, where you are born enlightened and yet you come and you do beautiful works helping others from your idealistic lifestyle and preachings and teachings and life and incidents and everything. So you are bringing more beauty, more flowers, more laughters, more wisdom, more knowledge to the whole world. But it is said that even after self-realization, there is a possibility of 3 or maybe more births happening. But then again, it doesn't hampers the one who is enlightened. Is not scared of coming in a body, because when you know who you are, then even when the body is very much alive and functioning, you are liberated. Body is gone, you are still liberated. New body is formed, you are still liberated. Doesn't make any difference at all. So Vedanta teaches you, Vedanta brings you to that point where getting birth is not a punishment at all. And they are absolutely not scared of getting a birth. Why? It's like that in darkness, there was not full light, it was not full dark, there was a piece of rope and you thought it's a snake. And then you got scared and then you jumped and then you fractured your leg. But then somebody brought a light and you saw, there's no snake, it's just a rope, right? Now would you still be scared from the rope? Or you would just laugh on your stupidity? So the rope is still there, but now you aren't scared. But what you have fractured will take time to heal. But the stupidity just goes away in an instant. Doesn't take so long, doesn't take too much time.